Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today so that we can discuss The Exorcist. So in this movie, we have a well-to-do family. They're financially upward. They've got social clout. They're having little dinner parties. They're well connected. But one thing that their money can't seem to solve is the fact that their daughter is having some health or behavioral problems. They're trying to figure out what's going on. She's having some symptoms that look like she's maybe having some seizures. Her bed is shaking. She's seeing things that aren't there. She's talking to people who aren't there. She's also using language and, phrases that she's never used before. They take her to doctor after doctor and kind of just keep hitting dead ends. They try to treat it, but they, can't. Eventually, the topic of religion comes up and the idea that maybe there's something supernatural going on. So they bring in, of course, some Catholic priests to take a look, and they decide that it's time for an exorcism. But of course, things don't go as smoothly as they hope, and that's the story of The Exorcist. So The Exorcist, all-time horror classic. I think it's held up exceptionally well. I can see how some people think that parts of it are goofy. I mean, especially in the extended cut. But overall, I think the movie's held up pretty well. I mean, the atmosphere is like super grim and super dark in this. I think it's incredibly effective and like ominous and oppressive, especially when you're in the room, like during the exorcism. I just feel like it's like super claustrophobic. And there are some weird things in it, like some of the behavior of Reagan, obviously, is like really over the top and kind of, I could see people being like, wow, this is like laughing at, or whatever, because it is kind of, she does do some goofy things in this movie. But I think it still works because it's so disturbing. Like the things that, that she's doing are so out of pocket and just so, they're just demonic. There's no other real way to put it. But you've got the puke, you got the head turn, you got the crucifix nightmare scene. There's just all kinds of just weird things that happen in this movie. But I think what really gets me is just how well this movie is held up, like visually. Like the special effects still hold up really well. I feel like the cinematography in this is just beautiful. I mean, the story is great and the performances are great, but I really feel like the visuals add a lot to the atmosphere. So I did want to mention that. I think they did a really good job with that. I like the vibe and the aesthetic of the movie overall. And I think that as far as being scary, there's certainly still some good tension and horror elements in here. How much they scare you is going to be, up to you. But I think the movie held up really well. I did check out the theatrical cut again for this review. I've seen the extended multiple times, but I did want to just take a look at the theatrical cut again for this review. And I think the movie, just in its typical theatrical cut, holds up really well. Good performances, interesting story, amazing atmosphere, fantastic special effects. Like the production values in this are just top tier. It's not a surprise the movie remains like beloved by genre fans even all these decades later, because it's held up so well. It was so masterfully made, and it's really held up well. That's my review for The Exorcist, though. If you want to check out more, I've got a full movie review playlist right here on YouTube. But until then, thanks for watching this one, and hopefully I'll see you soon.